Meet Zohran Mamdani, a man redefining what it means to be an American politician. Born in Uganda, raised in New York, and now a rising star in the progressive movement, Mamdani is part of a new wave of leaders challenging the political status quo. From standing up to powerful landlords to advocating for universal housing, immigrant rights, and social justice, Zohran Mamdani is not your typical politician. Today, we're diving deep into the story of how one man from Queens is shaking up American politics and why the establishment is afraid of him. Zohran Mamdani was born in Kampala, Uganda in 1991. His parents, Mahmoud Mamdani, a prominent Ugandan academic, and Mira Nair, an award-winning Indian filmmaker, both had global perspectives and a deep sense of social justice. When Zohran was just 7 years old, his family moved to New York City, a move that would change his destiny. Growing up in Manhattan, Zohran experienced the diversity and contradictions of the American dream firsthand. He saw wealth and privilege on one block, and poverty and struggle on the next. He attended Bowdoin College in Maine, where his passion for activism took root. Instead of following the conventional path of his elite education, Zohran chose to dedicate himself to community organizing and social work. While others chased corporate jobs, Mamdani worked with tenants fighting eviction and immigrants seeking justice. He wasn't just talking about change, he was living it. In the years after college, Mamdani saw something alarming: New York City becoming a playground for billionaires, while working families were being pushed out. Rent skyrocketed, wages stagnated, and inequality deepened. That's when Zohran realized real change required more than activism. It required power, political power, inspired by the growing progressive movement led by figures like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders. He decided to run for office himself. In 2020, Zohran Mamdani announced his candidacy for New York State Assembly, representing District 36, Astoria, Queens. He was up against an establishment Democrat who had been in office for years. The political elite didn't take him seriously, but the people did. With no corporate donors and no party backing, Mamdani ran a campaign powered by volunteers, small donations, and raw passion. Door by door, block by block, his team reached out to voters, not with empty promises, but with a vision for real change. He campaigned for housing as a human right, rent control, police accountability, and investment in public transportation. While his opponent relied on money and political favors, Zohran relied on people. And then, the impossible happened. In June 2020, Zohran Mamdani won the Democratic primary. He didn't just win, he crushed the establishment machine. He became one of the first South Asian and Ugandan-born Americans elected to the New York State Assembly, a victory that sent shockwaves through the Democratic Party. Once elected, Mamdani wasted no time making his presence felt. He championed progressive causes, like taxing the ultra-rich, expanding tenants' rights, and reforming New York's housing system. He was fearless in challenging powerful interests, including real estate developers, corporate lobbyists, and even members of his own party. But it wasn't just what he fought against, it was what he stood for. Zohran pushed for the Good Cause Eviction Bill to stop landlords from unfairly evicting tenants. He co-sponsored bills for affordable housing, better healthcare access, and climate justice. And when political insiders told him to tone it down, he didn't. Because for Zohran, politics isn't about pleasing the powerful. It's about empowering the powerless. Of course, shaking up politics doesn't come without enemies. Mamdani has faced criticism from conservative media, moderate Democrats, and lobby groups who label him as too radical. He's been targeted by real estate PACs, attacked for his stance on police reform, and smeared for his vocal support of Palestinian rights. But through it all, he stayed true to his principles. His courage has inspired a generation of young Americans, especially immigrants, Muslims, and people of color, to believe that they too can lead. Since Mamdani's surprise rise in New York politics, Trump has repeatedly attacked him with incendiary language, first calling him a 100% communist lunatic on his social media platform. Trump also accused Mamdani of being in the US illegally, despite Mamdani being a naturalized citizen, and suggested he could be arrested. Further, Trump threatened to cut federal funding to New York City and floated the deployment of federal troops if Mamdani were to be elected mayor. Mamdani responded by calling Trump's remarks an attack on our democracy and vowed to stand up to federal overreach. The battle has become a symbolic clash. Trump portrays Mamdani as the face of a radical left turn in the Democratic Party, while Mamdani frames himself as the voice of working class and immigrant New Yorkers. The controversy has also stirred wider debate about federal-local relations, democracy, and the role of the president in influencing city politics. Zohran Mamdani isn't just one man. He's part of a broader movement, a movement that believes in people over profits, a movement that refuses to accept that inequality is normal. He's aligned with the Democratic Socialists of America, the same movement that propelled AOC, Rashida Tlaib, and other progressives into office. Together, they're building a new vision for American politics, one rooted in compassion, equality, and justice. They're not waiting for permission, they're rewriting the rules. Zohran Mamdani's story is still being written, but one thing is clear: he's not here to blend in, he's here to transform. In an era where politics feels broken, Zohran represents hope, the belief that ordinary people can make extraordinary change. Whether you agree with him or not, his rise signals something powerful, that the next generation of leaders is here, and they're not afraid to challenge the system. Zohran Mamdani, the man who's shaking up American politics, and maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what America needs right now. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Tell us in the comments, do you think leaders like Zohran Mamdani are the future of American politics?